Okay, now I'm going to show you another technique you can do using the watercolour paints and just some crayons, if you've got some wax crayons. If you don't have these yet, don't worry, you'll hopefully get them in one of your next packs from the pyramid, so you should have some soon. But I'll just show you this technique just now. So I'm just going to use the crayons and just draw the outline of some different things. So I'm just going to draw, I'm just going to draw the butterfly. If you want, you can use your pencil and just draw a quick outline first, or you can just have an experiment and draw it freehand. Okay, just draw a bit up here. Okay, and I'm just going to do some fish. Just keeping it really simple, just to give you an idea of how this works. Okay, do some stripes on the fish. And it's black and do a ladybird. Head in black. Do some spots, so we'll do 1, 2, 3 spots. Okay, so again, getting some clean water for this. I'll start with the fish because it's quite a simple shape. I'm just going to use the yellow paint. So you'll notice I'm using thicker paper for this. Again, if you've got it, it would be great to use it. If not, don't worry about it. You can try it on whatever paper you have. So what you'll notice is when you put the paint on, the crayons act as a barrier to the paint and they don't go over that bit. So keep that in mind when you're using the crayons, but it means that you can just paint over it nice and quickly and have your crayon still shining through. I'll do the same with the butterfly. Sorry, the ladybird. It's a nice bright red. You see the black isn't getting covered, that's still there. And the red's shining through as well. So hold it up for you. And in fact, maybe I'll do some spots on the butterfly. Okay, so this is quite a good time to practice with your colour blending as well. So you'll notice with the butterfly, I'm just going to put a little bit of water on the paper first, and this will make the paint nice and light, but also it means it can kind of the colours can run into each other. So I'm going to start with, let's start with a blue. I think I'll put the blue in the corner, and I'm just gently kind of dabbing it on, and you'll see how it kind of sort of bleeds into the water like this and covers the whole part. I should probably do the other side as well so they both look the same for the butterfly. Okay, so again, just dabbing the paint on. See how it runs in. It's a wee bit light. Okay. I get a tissue because I put a little bit too much water there, soak some of that up. There we go, that's better. You don't want too much water or it kind of runs away like a great big puddle. Now for this, I'm going to put some of this nice purple up the top. And what you'll see is, hopefully you can see that, it's going to start to kind of bleed down into it, and it will make its own patterns there. If you just dab it very gently, you don't want to kind of like rub it too hard with the brush, or else you'll end up with a big sort of muddy puddle. But if you just leave it, and then you find there might be some bits that stay white, or there might be bits where they join together. And then I think I'm just going to use maybe purple here. And you'll see that it's not going where the dots are. And maybe again we'll do the blue around the outside. We'll just blend it up together. And mix it in, small blue. do blue in the middle. So the crayon acts as a kind of a barrier there for the paint. And then we've got your butterflies. So it's a bit wet, but I'm going to try and hold it a bit closer for you to see it. Not sure if you can see that okay without it dripping. Okay, just to give you some ideas. Now, I've done these really, really quickly, so I'm sure you can take your time and do some great creations. Another really, really simple thing to do, something you've probably done before, but it's always good just to remember these things, is use your crayons to do some wax rubbing. So if you're out for a walk in the park or round about and you notice some leaves on the ground, some nice kind of fresh leaves, then see if you can take them home, but always check that they're leaves you're allowed to take and they're not poisonous, and don't pick them from the trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use thin paper for this. Your sketchbook again will be fine, and just put it underneath the paper. Again, use the crayon. I'll use this dark blue and just scribble over it, and you should get the outline of the leaf. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. I might use a different colour this time. I might use this colour. Just scribble over it. Okay, so I've just, you'll see that two of the leaves, you can see all the lines and all the markings on them. Now again, this is really quick. You could do lots of different kind of patterns and designs with this. And then I'm just going to use another colour. I might use green for this. Make it quite runny because you've got quite a big bit to fill, and you can always layer it up if need be. And then just paint your watery green paint all the way over this. And you'll notice that again, even though it goes where the crayons are, it will only go in the bits where there's white, and it'll fill those bits in, but the rest will be left. Just move that around. And you'll notice the paper might get a bit soggy because there's a lot of water here, so be quite gentle with your brush doing this, or else you'll tear the paper. So it's another really, really quick way of showing you some different techniques you can do with the crayons and the watercolour paints. So I look forward to seeing what you do.